Hi there. I wanted to share with you today a concept that I think is so impactful for parents who are pumping at any stage or point in time for their baby, whether that be return to work or you're an exclusive pumper. And the concept is kind of named funny, but it really helps you understand what to do on a day to day basis to really protect your milk supply. And the concept is called think like a baby, because the way your baby manages your milk supply is why you make milk and maintain a milk supply. The baby really is the driver of milk production. There are impacts from your body, like the hormones that you're producing, but when it comes down to it, it's the baby who's like the foreman of the factory, the one that's going to dictate how much milk you make, when you make it, and the needs that they have that are changing day to day. So when you take over that job, which you're doing whenever you're pumping, you're taking over the job that the baby originally had. You become the foreman of your milk production factory. And in that, you have to take on the responsibility of communicating with your breast in a way that your breast understands. So that means really monitoring the amount that you're producing and in real time responding by changing what we're doing, whether that be increasing the frequency of pumping or the thoroughness of milk removal, to speak back to your body about what your baby is needing. So when you see a milk supply dip or change, you want to in real time communicate back to your body just like a baby would do. So if you're normally producing 4 ounces every pump session, and then one day you get 3 ounces, you got to think of what would a baby do if they got a little bit less at their feeding. They might feed a little longer, or they might end up, instead of going 3 hours between feeds, maybe they'd only get to 2 or 2.5 hours. And that's how your baby manages your milk supply. So that's the best first thing to do when you see a dip in milk production is think like a baby. What would my baby do right now if they only got 3 ounces when they're used to getting 4 ounces? They might feed a little longer or come back sooner so that they can communicate back to the breast that a need is there and it needs to be increased. This can be so helpful if you really practice this day to day in real time, monitoring the amount of milk that you're producing, knowing if it is or is not matching your baby's intake at that same time, and then adjusting just like your baby would be doing if they were at the breast. I hope this Think Like a Baby tip helps you with managing your milk production, whether that's back to work or you're an exclusive pumper. And stay tuned for more tips from Babe Lactation Consultants.